Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 5, where we're about to enter this hole in the ground again, and to deal with those physically nearly immune rock worms and demons, or at least one demon. I guess not demon, gargoyle. Anyway, something that did not occur to me last time, and I'm sure someone has commented about this, at least one person, probably several actually, because it seems pretty obvious in retrospect. I was even talking about having a quest to scout out these rapids, but I somehow didn't really realize that these islands here, these hills, are supposed to be exactly the places I'm supposed to scout the rapids from. I guess in my defense, the quest is talking about islands, and those are not islands. But, still. Also, I could have sworn that it said southern and eastern or something, or western and not southern and northern. So, I don't know. I just was not thinking of this particular arrangement as what where I'm supposed to go. But obviously, this must be it. Now, I have definitely been to the southern hill. Not sure about this one. Not sure if just going, just landing here was enough. I suspect that I have to either pay those 400 gold or actually anger and then fight these Nephirim in order to fulfill the requirement. I guess before I do anything else after dealing with this place here, I'm going to return to Harkin's Landing and see if the quest is considered complete. And if not, I guess I'm going to pay because I just can't justify role-playing-wise attacking these guys. Right? I mean, they're really not hostile toward me. Not exactly friendly, but I mean they're in an official capacity, and basically our allies. Plus, I don't even know if I probably can defeat them, but it's gonna be a tough fight either way. With four of them, they're all pretty beefy. Anyway, yeah, that's. I mean, unless I'm wrong and there are actual islands, but this makes way too much sense. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to address. Now, we'll see if I maybe manage to anger only a few of these. Not all of them. Well, we got a few more coming, that's fine. I guess we're... Well, actually this is... Hold on. Where do I see my spell descriptions? Here. Hit more often and do more damage in combat. This is... I'm assuming this does affect magic as well. As other abilities seem to, well, battle skills, specifically battle disciplines, are affecting both melee and magic. I'm gonna do this either way, just in case. And I'm gonna start by hasting my mage. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, second swing, none of that dealt any damage. It's weakened though, but I mean, yeah, that doesn't do absolutely anything. And they do hit harder than I remembered, but that's okay. We're gonna cast protection now and hopefully be fine. You're going to cast haste on him as well. And start throwing some fireballs. Come on. You can deal at least 1 point of damage. Well, in theory, perhaps, but apparently not in practice. Okay, so those other worms that I thought were coming to join the fight apparently are not. Ah, this is so expensive, though. I think I'm gonna save my my smites and or repel spirits. I guess I'm gonna try a smite and see if the gargoyle is less resistant to that than to repel spirit. But yeah, I'm gonna save his points basically. Well, also I kind of do need to heal. Yeah. Fireball. And fireball. Yeah, I mean, she can deal with those worms just fine. Do some scouting. Kind of don't want to rush ahead too far. Okay. It looks like this guy really is the boss around here. So it's not like there are gonna be multiple of those. You guys have to advance a little bit. Maybe he's gonna join now. Maybe not. Because I backed away before he had a chance to see us, basically. Oh, you can't shoot from there, huh? Alright. Well, that's fine, probably. Guess I'm gonna... Oh yeah, fear was the problem, right? Stun, filled with terror, yeah, okay. So he's gonna try and run away next turn. Well, we can always heal once and then try a smite. Let's see. 34! Only 2 resisted. Okay, so frost damage definitely is the way to go. If, you know, he wasn't already dead. Like that. Awesome. Okay, that wasn't so bad, but I'm pretty sure there must be more spiny worms around, right? I guess not immediately. Okay, there's 2 more. Oh, 3 more. I mean, we're gonna return to town, so you might as well do this. Okay, that works. And 3. And I want to check what the demon dropped, of course. I keep saying demon because the graphic looks like a demon. I guess it... Yeah, and since it is susceptible, if resistant, to Repel Spirit, it, I guess, internally does count as a demon as well. Ruby Breastplate, 22 protection. That's the same as regular one. 30 stun, minus 10 hit. 30 stun, minus 10 hit, and 8 fire. So, okay, just straight upgrade. And we don't want anyone else to be quite as encumbered, so I'm gonna sell that one. Nice. Is there anything here? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Huh. Okay. Kind of random, just this, you know, gargoyle sitting here waiting for someone to come along with its entourage of worms. I guess something that I could do if I want to avoid paying 400 gold, I could probably just run up here, angering those guys, and then make a run for the boat and just escape. I'm assuming that could work. It might count as me having visited the place. Hello there, elite archer. Shanker's tower. Okay. Are we supposed to? Oh yeah, message to Shanker. Right. No further info, but, well, now we know, I guess. But I want to get this rapids business out of the way. So I don't forget. Well, probably wouldn't forget about it, but, you know. So, that was for the spy, right? The agent. For, or wasn't it? Hold on. Western Rapids. Duaria. Wait. That is her. Anything I can do for you? Ronaldo. I guess that was a quest from the job board. So it's not completed then, or else I would have just auto-completed it by talking to her. I'm assuming. I mean, it makes sense, right? Why else would there be an option to pay them money? So they allow me to, you know, just to enter their hill. Obviously, that is the reason to do that I was wondering about. There's also one thing, that's why I'm heading in this direction. One thing that I overlooked when I was here. I walked into that little trap. Let's see here, is this still going to be open? Yes. Okay, the rat is still friendly. Oh, hold on. You can't open this from this side? Are you sure? Huh. Okay. Wait, is there not? Yeah, okay, no. Interesting. I hope I get a chance. Well, I mean, it's obviously not going to be super important. Okay, and this is now open. Click again. Alright. So what I overlooked is that, yep, indeed, one of the pairs of boots does look different. And it is swamp boots. As expected. I thought I saw some of those. No, I have swamp leather. Swamp walker leather. Okay. So these are 5% poison and acid resistance, 4 armor, and 3 pounds. I mean, we only have 2 people who are even using boots. She has grounded boots. It's 5% energy resist. I mean, I wouldn't mind giving my tank some acid and poison resistance, because having a debuff on her is pretty annoying. Is it worth giving up on 2 points of 2% armor? I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot. I guess these are just heavy boots after all, and these are kind of magical. I guess that's probably okay. Those 2 points of armor shouldn't make a huge difference. Neither will 5% resistance, I guess, but if she avoids the occasional poisoning, that should be helpful. I mean, basically equivalent, if nothing else. I haven't fully explored this map here, and not noticed before. We have been here, for sure. Not here, though. Well, I guess I'm just gonna be making my way back west now. Ultimately to pay another visit to that Nephirim camp. Goodman Grando. I guess I might as well stop by on the islands in between here and there. No. I'm gonna do what I said. Just finish that business first, so that's out of the way. I'll probably explore all these islands once I'm done. Okay, so the entrance is all the way over here. Okay, let's just start from here, save the game. I kind of want to try, approaching. Okay, they don't even let me approach. Without turning hostile immediately. I mean, we have technically been on the hill at this point. There's no feedback in the game. Not sure if there would be if we did it correctly. You can't get on a boat when in combat. Oh, I thought I had done that before. Never mind then. Oh, okay. Never mind. I just had to, I guess, make one turn pass, whether in combat or out. From this hill, you have a decent view of the narrow passage between the islands and into the river beyond. The jagged rocks are covered with thick coatings of moss. They've been in the river for a long time. Being a responsible Empire soldier, you look for routes that a decent force could quickly and safely pilot some boats through. Wait, we have seen that exact description before. Isn't it word by word the same thing? From this angle, you manage to see a spot where a few of the jagged rocks fell over, probably worn away by decades of river flow. Okay, so that last part is new. Someone who knew where to go could probably quickly direct a decent raiding force through here. Oh. Well, this is not exactly what I was hoping for. So I basically want to ensure that I can stand next to the boat, that some party member is next to the boat when I exit combat. It's always kind of random though where everyone's positioned, right? Although it seems like They were basically positioned around the party leader's general position. I'm gonna try and have her head over this way. Well, everyone if I can. Ouch. You know, if someone dies, or if most people die, actually, it's not really that big of a deal. Let's try exiting combat now. Okay. Ha! Tricked you again. Sorry guys, I just wanted to take a good look and not pay 400 gold. So you just stay there, I guess. No hard feelings. I mean, yeah, you shot one of us unconscious somehow. Not really sure how you managed to knock someone out with an arrow, but it's fine. We're gonna go and have him fixed up in no time. Actually, I'm not entirely sure going where. Here. Good enough. Now, let's see if that was enough. It should be. Yep, okay. Hey, piercing, purging, and assault crystals. Sounds leveled up. Nice. You described the Western Rapids in detail. Dwaria is pleased. I'm glad you helped me. Helped all of us. It's better if the reward stays in the family. Oh, thanks. Okay, assault crystal, assault shield. Alright. Purging crystal, you can have that. So I did try that when everyone was feared and it did not work. So cure is strictly for physical effects like poisoning and stuff. Maybe stuns, I'm not actually sure. But definitely not what you need a mental cure for. So yeah. It's still okay, I guess. Still good to have. Salt crystal. Have I had something with the salt shield before? Or is that it's enduring shield? Okay. Either way, I'm assuming it's protective, possibly also with a damaging component like spikes or something like that. No, why do I keep saying I want to buy when I actually mean to sell? It's fine. There and there. Alrighty. Okay, that's one more quest down, and I suppose we can go ahead and visit Checker right away. Or, you know, next up. Or I could start with this island right here. So we've already seen this person. Goodman Grando. This farmer lives with his family on the small island, extracting a surprising number of mushrooms from the rough stone. While he doesn't like having Empire soldiers on his land, he is also unable to turn away a customer. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be buying many mushrooms, but... yes, welcome, he says. I'm Goodman Grando, and this is our island. I hope that you have come to restock your provisions. We can help you with that, but I fear that we have little else to offer. Oh, but maybe I can help you somehow. Well, we have a few questions, I suppose. I'm looking for a fierce mongbad that inhabits these isles. Can you help me find it? He shakes his head. Many of the outer islands contain such unpleasant creatures waiting to be cleared. I stay well away from them. I'm looking for someone named Dorikas. Have any Empire warriors passed through here recently? He suddenly looks very nervous. I have no idea. We're just simple farmers, and boats pass by here all the time. There's nothing I can tell you. Are you sure about that? Could at least try to sound a little bit less suspicious, you know. Oh well, I guess I'll have to look for myself then. Unless he's actually hiding them? Who could that be? That maybe they forced him to provide them shelter, and they're hiding out in his basement or something. Maybe I'll have to. Well, I mean, I'm saying that as if I wasn't going to turn every stone on this island anyway. But I guess I might have to, look particularly carefully. Can you tell me about these islands? He thinks for a moment, wondering what it would be safe to tell someone from the Empire. There are many small isles up here. Only a few of them are settled, and then only recently. The northern isles have long attracted those desiring solitude. There is a long tradition of wizards coming up here to pursue their studies in quiet. Where are the unsettled islands? All around us. The island's closer to the edges of the sea, and the cave walls tend to be wilder. Farmers like me come out here where the hostile wildlife can't reach us. Are there any wizards around here now? Oh yes, eccentrics Shanker. Oh, it's a woman. Okay, Shanker lives on the island, a short hop to the west. She watches over us and keeps us safe. And there is another. Yeah, Gladwell. We've met. He's called Gladwell. He lives in the caves to the east. He keeps to himself, and we like it that way. He makes us very nervous. Yep, you and me both. Okay, let me see what you have for sale. Mushrooms, healing herbs. Well, I suppose. Utterly ridiculous, but these spiritual herbs are in short supply. Grey mold, of course, as well. Mandrake root is probably very, very valuable for certain things. The thing is, I'm not a fan of these prices, and that's a lot of money. Can you buy my excess gear? I've nowhere near the wealth to do such a thing. I'm a humble farmer. You should try Shanker's colony. Okay, so that's more of a proper settlement then, maybe? Oh, you know what? I thought this was going to be one huge island. I guess there's not nearly as much to explore here as I thought. That's okay. Okay, you're just a farmer without a name. Oh wait, there's a hedge right there. I was mostly looking for a basement access. Hello there. Okay, no buttons on the walls. I would light the place up, but, it seems hardly worth it for this tiny place. Okay, successfully disarmed that. And I'm not going to steal from him. Basically, I just wanted to make sure I saw everything. Every room, every wall. Yeah, but there is no button, apparently. So, no hidden room in the basement. That's unfortunate. So I guess he's not hiding Dorikas or his man, but he most likely saw them. Maybe was threatened by them, forced to give them, provisions for free or something. Okay, a very similar situation up here, and this otherwise uninhabited island right here. Interesting. Before I go there and check out that hole, I guess we're going to talk to this person, Claudia, and see if she maybe has a quest for us, sending us right there. The small farm has settled on this island, and it seems to be having a hard time getting by. Really, we should maybe get some tips from what's his face over here. The mushroom patches are sparse and sparse and sickly, and the people look very thin. While the other people try to nudge their plants into life, a middle-aged woman approaches you. She isn't surprised to see you. Well, sometimes the gossips are correct. They said Empire soldiers had been allowed to cross our sea, and here you are. I'm Claudia. I will grant you what little hospitality I can, but I fear that we have very little to offer you. Yeah, I mean, it's sorry to hear that. Sorry to see the state you're in. Can I buy some food? She shakes her head. So far, we only produce enough to feed ourselves, and sometimes not even that. She points to the west. Were it not for the generosity of the wizard on the next island, we'd have had to abandon this claim. Is it difficult to get by out here? It is. It is not as dangerous as in the frontier, but we are isolated here, and it is hard to grow enough to live. Fortunately, we are protected. Why did you come out here? Because land is so scarce. Land that will support a crop is even harder to find. Someday, mark my words, every speck of the underworld that will support even a bit of mold will be claimed. And then what will happen? She sadly shakes her head. I do not know. Well, who protects you? Eccentrics Shanker watches over us. The roughest swords who travel through here know that if they decide to take advantage of us, the wizard will be very angry. Okay. Your land seems to not produce well, especially considered to that other island very nearby. No, it does not. The sad part is that this is only half of our claim. The other half is there. She points to the island to the east. There we go. After we claimed it, though, we found that there was a thing living on it. We have been saving up to hire an adventurer to drive it off of our island. So far, though, no luck. The hint dropped. She looks at you hopefully. Well, I mean, you could have posted that request onto the job board and I would have gotten to it sooner perhaps, but, well, here I am. Good luck finding someone. I can clean up the island for you. Maybe. At least take a look. I mean, what exactly is living there? It's kind of important. I'm glad, and as I said, I will pay. The island is just a short hop to the east. The monster lives in a hole in the center. It is but a zombie, left as a bit of mischief by a passing necromancer, I would guess. A single zombie? That seems too easy. Well, we'll see. Oh, okay. I'm looking for a fierce wombat. She thinks for a bit. I haven't heard of anything like that. I'm looking for someone named Dorikas. She seems very nervous, as if saying something could cause trouble for her. I might know something. Or not. Just a thought. But I wouldn't be able to say anything unless you did something to show I could trust you. Hint, hint. Okay. So she's gonna finally maybe give us a little bit of info? I mean, I'm not entirely sure what any of these people are even supposed to be able to tell us. As far as we know, Dorikas himself is actually in the northern frontier and not in the Isles. Just knowing that he passed through here. I guess we don't know for certain that he is in the frontier, and that's just our assumption, or our superior's assumption. So at least we could potentially have confirmation, but I mean, it's basically enough confirmation that people here, get nervous and anxious at the mention of his name. So obviously they know who he is, and how would they if he hadn't been here, or his people hadn't been through here, right? So, in a way, it's a little bit redundant, but it's okay. All right. Do you hide anything in your cellar? Just some fish. And yeah, that's about it. And no buttons. All right. Well, I suppose I can just head in here and take a look at that zombie. You smell rotting flesh. The powerful, sickly sweet stench is coming from a hole in the ground. Yep, we know, game. But is it really just a single zombie? Could it be that easy? Oh, well. A worm-eaten zombie. And the worms who have started eating him, I suppose. Interesting. Worm-eaten, but still pretty healthy. And some cave worms that are not very healthy at all. In a variety of ways, I guess. Let's see here. Should we wait? And apparently one of them has seen us. It would be so nice to just drop an icy rain onto this group and at the very least kill all the worms. Why can't I pronounce words correctly today? As if that were new. And the zombie is probably immune to cold damage. At least that's how that was often the case in other similar games. You know what? Screw it. I'm pretty sure they're going to take that turn. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Maybe the worms would not have moved, actually. Before the mage did. It's okay. Yeah, that's fine. I guess I'm still gonna cast an icy rain, because why not? Finishing off the worms, and yeah, okay. So, the undead is basically immune, as expected. Do I armor break you? Actually, I'm just gonna attack normally for now. You're gonna do the armor break. And then she can do a well-aimed blow next time. Oh, okay, and he summons more worms. I guess... Well, I mean, obviously they're way too big, according to the sprites. But if we assume that in reality the worms are a lot smaller, it could be that the zombie is, just completely infested with worms and more are crawling out of it. Which is kind of gross, but, it's a zombie. That's just what they are. Should I kill the worm? I guess I can basically ignore the worm. And just focus on the zombie for the time being. 36. Unfortunately, no double hit. There's another worm. I'm gonna heal for safety. Okay, I mean, they don't have a ton of health, but they certainly hit relatively hard. 39 damage. Down to 27. I can... Actually, I can kill a worm. Oh, I can't. Never mind then. Now we were poisoned. I guess I avoided poisoning before, so that extra bit of resistance maybe helped. To an extent. Oh, crap. Thankfully the newly spawned worm couldn't act. Okay, yeah. Heal, alright. Yeah, they certainly can hit pretty hard sometimes. That worm survived. Also, wait, the ones before only had... The ones that started out around the zombie only had 19 health, right? Oh. Okay, so the newly spawned ones were tougher? Maybe? I didn't check, of course. Assuming they were all the same. Well, that was not so bad ultimately. Iron breastplate, iron shield, bronze broadsword, armor belt, poor leather helmet, a healing potion. Oh, Girdle of Endurance. Always check every item, even if it looks the same as everything else. Ah, that's a tough choice. I mean, it's only 2 armor versus the 6 armor from the Blessed Belt. Oh, doesn't her... I guess... Okay, the health only gets updated once you're out of the menu. It would be nice to have extra endurance, but I think I'm not going to give up on 4 points of armor. Not after already reducing my armor a little bit. So, I'm going to give that girdle to someone else. He has insight right now. She has magical efficiency, huh? I guess I can give him more health? For what it's worth. He will take the... He does, tend to take the occasional hit, so... Maybe, and he is certainly... Well... He shouldn't need the armor as much. And of course, its extra health also helps against range attacks, magical attacks. Sure. And that way I can, I don't need to put an actual point of endurance, or buy a point of endurance with my limited skill points. Whereas I was going to do that for Rusluka anyway, so, healing and energetic herbs, right? We want those on the correct character. Keep things nice and tidy. Okay. Well, that wasn't so bad. Walked a bit too far. I have destroyed the zombie and the worms. Claudia is thrilled. Thank you. Oh, thank you. We can begin clearing the land and settling down the first crop right away. Setting down. Of course. She fetches you a pouch of coins that could only be described as pitiful. You know what? I would have been absolutely willing to just tell her to keep the money, but I guess that's not even an option. There's your reward. I'm sorry. It is all we could save. But we will let everyone we meet know that not all people from the Empire are murderers and thugs. Well, thanks. That is appreciated. Now, you wanted to tell us something about Dorikas. Seems nervous. She doesn't want to talk, but she feels that honor demands it. I don't know much. Since you helped us, though, I feel that I should say something. It was 2 months ago. A bunch of boats came by, clumped together. About a dozen of them. They came through when most of us up here sleep. I only happened to be up. I only happened to be up. Okay, who was on them? I don't know. They were too far away for me to see. What did they do? They went northwest. They stopped at a farm close to the passage to the northern frontier. That was when I went to bed. When I woke up the next morning, they were gone. And that is all I know. I only mention it because it did seem suspicious. Interesting, but probably not useful. There's no reason at all to think it wasn't just a bunch of miners or Avernite soldiers. Yeah, I mean... If that really is all that happened, why would she even get nervous at the mention of the name Dorikas? I suppose we did specifically ask for a group of Empire soldiers passing through, in addition to asking for the name. Alright, so maybe it wasn't so much that she reacted to the name Dorikas, but just, you know, that she somehow suspected that maybe those people she saw were, in fact, from the Empire. Alright. Ah yes, this is Shanker's Tower. Taking up a lot of space. Basically this entire map. Right. I was gonna say we might as well start from the official front entrance, but I guess this might actually be the front entrance. Or maybe there's just, you know, two docks. Elite Archer, hello. Oh. This island has been extensively reshaped, and not by natural forces. There were once massive stone pillars reaching up to the ceiling far overhead. They were broken, bent down, and molded to create a large flat island. Then the settlement was built, a town for enchanters, a safe distance from humanoid habitation. You can hear spells discharging and smell the strange results of alchemical experimentation. The largest building is a huge, squat tower. A squat tower? Okay, so not much of a tower at all. Sitting on the northeast corner of the island. It is not built from stone blocks, but molded in one piece from the living stone. It is a remarkably effective and ostentatious display of magical engineering. Well, we of course have to imagine how imposing it looks, but you know, it does sound nice. Landman supplies. Ah, okay, so right, this is not one big building, but rather an actual town. For all intents and purposes. Hello, Searing Wormkin. Okay. This is just a guard tower, I guess? Not the tower? Yeah. We do have a job board. Don't think I didn't see it. Wanted paper. Ah, okay. I think I have that. Sage Belkin of Shanker's Tower is low on paper, and new supplies have been slow in coming. He will give 3 quality scrolls to the first traveler to bring 20 quality sheets. Well, that would be us then. Skull of the Black White. Oh, wait. Skull of the Black White? I don't think I picked up the skull, did I? Unless it's like a quest item that's just in our journal. I hope so. A white with powerful magical skills has been sighted in the undead-infested southwestern extent of the Northern Isles. That's why there is also an access from the Isles to that little, you know, undead-infested area. Right. It's possible that powerful energy can be extracted from its skull. Eccentrics Shanker will pay a quality 1 for the creature's head. She can generally be found in her tower. Makes sense. Rogue Kerr. There is a rogue Nephil named Kerr of the Fang clan. Oh. A bounty has been placed on his head by Saramor of Shanker's Tower, in vengeance for this creature's violent acts against a more honorable clan. Only blood may pay this blood debt. Kerr is thought to be hiding in a cowardly manner in the Fang clan outpost to the northwest. Weren't those Nephirim on that little hill also of the Fang clan? Pretty sure they were. So I guess that clan is not exactly generally on good terms with Avernum? Or at the very least not with these people here. Maybe I didn't need to leave them alive. But I also didn't need to kill them because I managed to get away with only minor losses, so it's fine. Let's check if we actually have... Wait, special items. Well, crap, I don't have the skull. Maybe it just dropped as a normal item and I didn't see it, because obviously I wasn't looking for a skull. And the white is dead, so... let's just hope that the quest didn't break, just because I didn't have it yet. No, that would not. They wouldn't do that. That would be a first in the entire series. So let's just hope that the skull is sitting right where I slew the fiend. You look at the Barrow White's corpse and chop off its head. Oh, right. I guess. You know what? That's really cool that the game handles it this way. Obviously, when we didn't have the quest and killed the white, we had no reason to chop its head off. Which is a pretty extreme thing to do, I guess. Yeah. But the game is aware that we already killed it, and triggers this for us now. Oh. You put the disgusting thing in a bag. It's all ready to be returned to Shanker's tower. Awesome. Well, that was easy. Well then, that's 2 quests already done. Where is, if I could click on this thing, Fangclan Outpost to the northwest from here. Okay, so somewhere in the central part. Well, I guess it could be around here, maybe here. And once again, our cat is doing some weird noises. Just cat things. Let's not land next to this other boat so I don't get confused about which is which. Not that the game wouldn't just tell me I tried to use the wrong boat, but you know. Oh hey, this is convenient. And shouldn't be too surprising, I guess, that we should find a teleport pylon near this settlement. In fact, I should have totally expected it. Let's see. So is this the tower? Yes, this is the tower. Well, I guess we might as well go ahead and talk to Shanker right away. This looks like some sort of audience chamber. Oh, or maybe not. This is a large auditorium where people of importance can gather to see new displays of magical prowess. Nobody is in attendance at the moment. All the scorch marks on the and blood have been mopped away. If they have been mopped away, how would we know about them? Okay, well, she's actually here. Shanker takes the head. She looks very eager to get it upstairs and start poking at it. She barely remembers to hand you the wand before she runs off, giggling. Not concerning at all. Also, she's actually still here. Softening Tethersail leveled up. Very nice. Terror Wand. Okay. Isn't that good? I guess it does deal damage and presumably terrorize enemies. So I guess that's pretty good. Wait. He has one of those, yes. With only 2 charges. Have I used that before? I don't remember. Guess I'm gonna give her one as well. Okay, right. I should probably take a look at our level up situation. He just wants more... Nope, he does not want more bow skill. He wants this. Sharpshooter. Cost 4? Still cost 4, okay. Not going up immediately. That's nice. It does not specify, right? How much we get? No, of course not. Well, okay. I guess I'm gonna go with that then. She leveled up. And I have exactly enough for mage spells. Might as well, right? Oh, magery. Hold on. Intimate familiarity with the secret ways of magic. Any spell you cast will be more effective. Oh. Okay. I could give her 2 levels of that. Of course I need more mage spells skill to be able to cast the highest level spells, whereas this is only making the existing spells more effective. I think I'm gonna go for more mage spells. That's also staying at the same cost, which is nice, I guess. Still pretty high, but at least it's not going up right away. I wanted to give him extra intelligence, right? So he's at the same level as her, plus the belt with the extra intelligence that he has right now. I mean, not that they necessarily have to be at the same level, but I kind of want them to be, so yeah. Let's do that. And that way, of course, well, actually, I'm surprised that he only ends up with 2 extra points. How's that? It is of 9, right? And yeah, and she has 8. So they have they both have base value of 8. Wait, but she's level 10, so he's a whole level behind. Right. Okay, that's why. But yeah, I mean they basically have the same amount of mana though, despite being a level apart. So that works out, I guess, in terms of balancing things. What? Oh, the slate. Right. We did have 2 of of those miscellaneous quests for her. Shanker takes the slate and inspects it. Yes, a message is here if one has the skills to see it. And I do. So, thank you. She tips you a pouch of gold coins. Thanks. And now we talk to you properly. Eccentrics Shanker. You meet the informal leader of this small colony. She is fairly pale, but you have met enough Avernites to tell. She has not been in the underworld long. She is a wizard from the surface. When she sees you, she looks furious. As you prepare to defend yourself, she calms down. Yeah, I mean, we've already helped you with 2 things here before we even started talking. So, I think she should, be somewhat friendly toward us. Anyway, she calms down. Wait, must be calm. This day was destined to come. I must deal with it. She looks you in the eye. I'm Eccentrics Shanker, recently fled from the Empire, now hunted by it. I know about your mission, and I will not hinder it. I would ask you to leave me in peace. I can help you in return. Okay. Thanks. I mean, we've not been sent here for you, so you don't have anything to fear from us. Not that, we probably stand any kind of chance against you in open combat anyway. I mean, since you mentioned it, you have fled from the surface? Yes, like many wizards, I was tempted by the freedom of the underworld, to be able to study, to experiment, to gain power without having to get permission before every step from Empire bureaucrats. It was so liberating. Both we and the Anama have been coming to Avernum. There is an irony there, yep. Sadly, before I left the surface, I let my greed get the better of me, and for that I will pay. What do you think is ironic? Well, I mean, the Anama hate magic. The wizards would bring more of it into the world, and both come to the same place. Yes. Avernum welcomes you? Oh yes, the power we bring, the wealth, the prestige. As long as we do not clearly, as we are not clearly malevolent or insane, as many of you are though, we are quite welcome. How did your greed get the better of you? On the surface, I had been authorized to evaluate several powerful magical items. I was already considering coming down here. The opportunity was too great. I left and I took the items with me. Just a wizard fleeing could be forgiven. Empress Prozak is merciful in that regard, perhaps too much. But to add the insult of stealing their artifacts? They will make sure I am punished. And that brings me to you. I will make you an offer. Slow down the Empire's discovery of me, and I will employ you. Okay, so she's basically the more agreeable version of Gladwell, then? Oh. In return for minor tasks, I will teach you the secrets of magic, and I will give you a share of my trove of artifacts. Interesting. So she's not actually going to put a spell on me and make me do horrible things, but just ask me to do things for her? I like that a lot more, I gotta say. I mean, again, I wouldn't even have known that she's being, she's being hunted by the Empire if she hadn't told me herself. I absolutely did not have, or do still not have, any kind of official mission to, capture her. So getting, not turning her in and getting extra rewards on top of that, count me in. I will do what I can to keep them from finding you. I mean, the best I can do is just not tell anyone about it. I'm not sure what else I could do. I'm not going to fight my own people, if it comes to that. Well, we'll see. I will do what I can. She looks pleased. You will not regret this. It is for the better good, after all. The power I can give you will be a great help in your quest for the assassin Dorikas. Yeah, sure. If, of course, you lead your masters to think that I'm not here. Well, I mean, if anyone asks me, I guess I'm just going to say that I didn't see her. She also, she could have, at the very least, changed her name. So I could tell them, hey, I met this mage named, I don't know, something other than Shanker. And they would say, oh, okay, interesting. Not someone we're looking for. But, well, I don't know. Anyway. Now, how else can I help you? I can be very helpful, you will find. Well, tell me about this colony, to start with. Wizards have lived in these parts for a long time, in small hidden towers. When I came here, I decided that the layout was too unreachable and provincial, so I reshaped it. Now my small colony is home to a number of promising magical artisans. We talk, we share techniques, we increase our power. And we watch over the farmers and others on the nearby islands, even the eccentric ones. And tell me about the farmers. Intrepid souls looking for a bit of land to call their own out on these remote isles. They are vulnerable out here, but we protect them. They give us food. We make sure that any brigand who tampers with them dies horribly. Okay. If the Empire were to find me, they would lose a lot of protection. Right. Who's eccentric? Well, everyone? Oh, yeah, well, there is the Wizard Gladwell. He's special. Who lives to the east. A very strange soul who does much to cause people to fear our kind. If you meet him, be careful. He offers many gifts, but they come with a price. Right. Is there anywhere here I can rest and recover my strength? Just use my rejuvenation pool. It's in the room to the north. Stand near it, and you will be revived. Useful. Can you teach me magic? Yes, I can teach you a variety of powerful spells, and I will not make you seek permission, unlike the Empire. Also, if you tell your superior something that leads the hunt away from me, I will teach you more. Sergeant Sienna would probably be the one to talk to if you wanted to take this risk. I mean, again, they did not mention her name to me at all. So why would I even go to them and mention her name? Mention her name first. That makes no sense. You know, I would go to Sienna and say, what? Oh, hey, Sienna, by the way, this, you know eccentrics Shanker, who you haven't even told me about? Who I just happen to know about? We haven't seen her. She's not in the Northern Isles. Don't bother looking for her there. I mean, really? Seems kind of stupid, but... And, yeah, well... I guess lying to our superiors is, well, a risk, yeah, maybe, if they ever find out. But, I mean, at the end of this, we're gonna be heroes, right? And such a small little lie can be forgiven, I'm sure. Not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, you know, where this is about something bigger, about hunting down the would-be assassin of our very Empress. Some random mage who fled. Who cares about that? Anyway, 100 spells. I mean, I guess I do, but okay, prices are pretty average, it says, but apparently they can be even more average, or rather below average, if I do something for her first, which I will. I'd like to talk about something else. How can you help me? With a friendly exchange. I will give you simple tasks to do, and I will reward you for their completion with powerful spells and artifacts. For example, I have an ogre servant upstairs. It has broken free from the controls I have placed on it. I need the creature beaten into submission. Oh, okay, we can do that, probably. Please don't kill it if you can. Good servants are difficult to find. A good thwacking should do it. Okay, I hope it'll just give up after I deal enough damage to it, and killing it isn't really a killing it accidentally isn't really a thing that I have to be worried about. Oh, that reminds me. She hands you a crystal. Use that to pass the barrier upstairs. Oh, thanks. You have an ogre servant? Why not? They are dumb and loyal when the proper controls are placed. You can even make them bathe. And it beats letting it run around loose, bothering people. How do you control the ogre? That's a fairly simple modification. To its head, I mean. It only works on very dumb creatures. Ogres, fortunately, fit the bill. Okay, good to know it only works on creatures that are dumb enough. I'm looking for a fierce mongbat, by the way. I have no idea. Unless such creatures are tormenting the people around my isle, I do not interfere with them. You might speak with the Wizard Gladwell to the east. He has a history of fascination with such beasts. Oh yeah, that's true. I don't think I was given the option to ask him, though. Or I certainly would have. Well, I mean, I'm going to find it on my own eventually, I'm sure, if it's just sitting around on some island. So it's not that big of a deal, I suppose. Looking for someone named Dorikas. Have any Empire warriors passed through here recently? She thinks. If they were very stealthy. I did not witness them. There's someone on the islands to the east, a farmer. Someone mentioned to me that she was talking about something odd she saw. Can't recall the name, though. Right, well, we've talked to Claudia, thanks. I suppose this island here is a little bit too far away from where that group of boats passed through those 2 months ago to have, to have witnessed them, to have observed them. So that makes sense. Okay, so we have a first quest from her. Well, technically 2 quests. One request to lie to our superiors about her not being here. I mean, I guess in reality, rather than just mention her name and say that she isn't here, we're gonna make up a story about having heard about Shanker being in some completely different place, right? That would be a little bit less suspicious and less idiotic. But we'll see how that plays out. But first, since we're right here, we're gonna deal with that ogre, I guess. Right. She gave us an extra piercing crystal. Indeed. Which is very convenient. Not free to take these, huh? It's fine. Oh. Bunch more barriers. Ah. Toe rag. There's an ogre sitting behind this cage. He looks very dejected. Someone dressed him in fairly nice human-style clothes, much like what a butler or other servant would wear. The effect is spoiled, however, by the blood and scales covering him. It looks like the ogre just tore apart and ate a lizard. Hopefully it was just a lizard and not a Slacericae. When he sees you, he grabs a staff and jumps to his feet. You can see that someone has tattooed a strange symbol on his forehead. He shouts, "No, Torek, know why you're here. Torek, feel the control. He fights it. You try too weak, Torek. Put back in dumb brain. No, I fight you." Okay. I mean, I suppose Shanker is a little bit less evil than Gladwell, but still not, not entirely, I don't know, morally unquestionable. Actually, I don't really care about Toreg. I mean, I suppose it's just an ogre. It's still kind of cruel to, do this to a certainly dumb but still sentient creature. Give in, it's easier that way. It's not going to. Torek shakes his head and starts to whimper. "Hate serving. Want to be in wild. Hunt like good ogre. Not..." He sniffles. "No, you try to weak me. I kill you. Then it stop." I mean, it really won't, but... Yep. Kinda had a feeling it would come to this. Oh wow, this guy is tanky. Yikes. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Maybe. Ouch. Ooh, double hits too. That's not good. It's really not good. Okay. I'm gonna cast haste on my healer. Wait, what? Stupid game. Not applying haste immediately. It's fine. Let's see here. What can we do? I guess I could try this assault shield. Why not? This seems to be a really tough fight. Okay, that is group wide. It's good. Regeneration, spines. Okay. Yeah, so we had seen that effect before. I thought so. It does not help with protection though, so this could be kind of bad. Oh god, thanks for surviving. And that actually does reflect a good amount of damage back, so that's nice. Okay, so he's hasted. I guess we'll haste her and hope that she survives. I'm actually gonna have her drink a potion next time. A healing potion, that is. I'm gonna heal once. I kinda want to heal twice. But I also want to cast protection. Okay, that was enough to basically heal her to full. That's good. Well, you can just attack. Nice. Yeah, that reflected damage helps a lot to speed up this fight, that's for sure. Well, acid should also help a lot. You heal once, and I guess help with a smite? Oh, no. I mean, it's still, we still have half of its health to go, so I guess we'll go for an attack buff. 31. Okay, nice double hit. I think the ogre is probably still weakened. Still got its armor weakened. Oh, look at that damage reduction. Huh. Didn't think the protection spell was that that powerful, but apparently it is. 45 damage. You're going down. Actually, wait, we don't want it to die though. Uh-oh. We're not supposed to kill it. Please and terror. Down to 8 health. I can't heal it though. Can only use it on friendly creatures. Okay. Oh no, he died. But I mean, I don't think there was an option to not kill it. Certainly, if it had been, or he, I guess, if he was supposed to give up after reaching a certain HP threshold, he would have, despite being poisoned. Fine cloak. Do we still need that? Yes, actually. Okay. Well, you can have that then. And I guess we're selling that. Is that what he dropped? I guess those were the fine clothes that Shanker gave him. You find one of Shanker's spellbooks brought down from the surface with great difficulty. You start to flip through it, eager to learn some of the magical secrets of the Empire. You browse through the book, but you can't understand any of it. In fact, just looking at the shifting words... okay. Does that mean that we don't have enough arcane lore? Or that... because I feel like we've seen that description before, and then the owner of that book had to give us permission to learn from it. Maybe that's what she's going to do after we report our success. I've had to kill Torek. Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm aware, there was no other way. She sighs. Ah, well, it will not be difficult to catch another ogre. Yeah, I mean, there was one pretty nearby until recently. Sorry about that as well. It's the training I dread. She mutters a brief spell. I suppose I should reward you for your time. One of my spellbooks will now be readable. Okay, good. So it's not I'm not already reaching the extent of my arcane lore. That's good to know. Anything else I can do for you? For pay? Or any kind of reward, really? I'm glad that you asked. There is a machine upstairs. It overloaded and several of the crystals that stabilized it shattered. The Archmage Solberg, a native of these lands, is making replacements for me. Solberg is still around. Okay, that's a name I recognize for a change. Should you meet Solberg, pick up the crystals, bring them back and install them into the machine. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. She hands you a crystal. Use that to pass the next barrier upstairs. What's the machine do? It acts as a magnet and prison for certain sorts of magical energy. Very useful. Very delicate. Great. Sounds dangerous. Yeah, does it? I don't know. So where is the Solberg? He controls his own region in the northern frontier. If you travel much farther, he will be hard to miss. Crazy, paranoid old coot. The Evernites revere him. Who knows why? Well, he's been around for a long time. And played a major role in the first trilogy. Not sure of all of it, but certainly parts of it. Okay. Can you teach me magic? Or rather, have your prices already lowered? I don't think so. No. I guess she said specifically, she was specifically going to do that after we lied to our superiors. Now where would that be? There are 3 different barriers. I guess this is only blocking off a treasure chest. So that wouldn't be it. Save the game just in case. Okay. So I guess... the spell's too weak to affect this barrier specifically. Good to know. Of course we don't... Okay. That's not dangerous. Good to know. We don't have those crystals yet. So... can't really do anything here. Zzz. There is a machine here. A strange contraption of polished steel, crystals and magic. It seems to be broken at the moment. You can soon see why. There are a dozen settings for crystals near the base. 4 of them are empty. Even if you wanted to fix the device, you don't have anything that might fit the holes. There doesn't seem to be anything you can do here. Right. Probably for the better. Right. We cannot read that yet. Is there anything here? No. We can read this book, though, of course. It's one of the reasons I came back up here. Skill with the spell haste increases. Nice. Always good to see a spell increase that I actually use a lot. Stone Servant, okay. You know what? Oh, we're already over an hour. Wow. Crazy how time flies. Guardian Hellhound, you look interesting. Not like Hellhounds in previous games at all. Or does it? Well, it's mostly the color and the fact that it's so dark that it looks almost like a, you know, a black cutout of a creature. Okay, let's just get this out of the way. Do you know anything about a wizard named Shanker? I mean, yeah, again, why would we bring up that name in the first place? You immediately get Sienna's full attention. Yes, I do. I'm under orders to watch for signs of her. She was a wizard. She fled to Avernum and she stole some valuable Empire property before she left. Sienna watches you closely. I have information that there is a wizard named Shanker in the Northern Isles. Okay, she already knows that? Well, that makes lying about this extremely awkward. I met her. I met a wizard named Shanker, which is a super common name down here, so she's, you know, she fits the description perfectly, but she's not from the surface. I mean, I'm saying that she could have lied to me, right? I might just be relaying the information I got, and it might just be false information. Not my fault, right? Who can blame me? Sergeant Sienna looks very suspicious, but she doesn't say anything. Well, that is quite a coincidence. You seem to have saved us from using our limited resources to hunt down an innocent Evernight. Yeah, exactly. And I will make sure to take down a note on what you said, so that you can be fully rewarded for the knowledge you have given us. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, not awkward at all. It's fine, I'm sure. Oh, hey, there you are. So, I did not tell my superior about you. Well, I mean, I kind of did, just, you know, didn't give you away. Shanker is pleased. You have taken a risk for me, and I appreciate it. Here is a token of my thanks. She pulls a ring from a pouch and hands it to you. I have many potential rewards for you. I know how to be grateful. Alright. Now can you teach me magic? I want to learn techniques. Wait, that's new. Arcane lore, spellcraft, magery, magical efficiency. Oof. And those are pretty average prices? Well, there's a money sink for you. Certainly a bit out of my reach for now. And this is not actually cheaper. Didn't she say that? Did I get it wrong? It's fine, I suppose. Let's see. Colby's still not interested in that. Slow. Augmentation. Increases the health of the character. Okay. Lasts for a very long time. Right. Still only single target, though. Not a huge fan of those. I really like the convenience of the group-wide long-term buffs. But oh well. Minor Summon. Lightning Spray. Pricey. It would be nice to have an alternate area spell for, well, undead mostly, I guess, or other things that happen to be cold resistant. Terror. Actually, Lightning Spray, does it say anything about the kind of weird targeting? Hit it and up to 2 other nearby enemies. Right, okay. More damage, but only ever up to 3 targets. Gotcha. Too bad it doesn't hit the same enemy multiple times if it's only, you know, 1 target, or maybe 2, jumping back and forth between them. No such luck, I guess. Terror. Overwhelms a single enemy with terror. It will flee from battle. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I guess I'm gonna learn it eventually, right? Let's just get one. Oh, hey, mage spell skill isn't high enough. That is unfortunate. And did just increase it, didn't I? Yes, I sure did. Okay. Noted. Do we know... No, it's not even here. We have no indication as to how much skill we need. Just that we need more. Fair enough. Well, it's something to look forward to and work towards. Well, I absolutely need to take a break here. Also, wait. No, we did check this. Yeah, okay. Of course. Right, so we have seen most of the island, but we haven't actually talked to anyone but Shanker so far? that right? Yes. So there's still quite a bit more to explore here. 4 buildings, potentially 4 NPCs with maybe 4 quests. Well, I guess technically we have some quests for some of them already from the job board. Anyway, lots of things to do, as always. Also, as always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.